Good morning. Man, this is really, really inspiring to see so many creatives come together early on a Friday morning. And even more inspiring that you are gathering here to really start your day sensing into spirituality. I'm so honored to be able to be in this space with you. I know that when Jennifer and I were talking, and when I was exploring a little bit about Creative Mornings, that usually the format is that someone, gives you a talk and then there's some questions. And for me and the work that I do in the Center for Compassion Studies, I really deeply believe that so much of what this time is asking for of us is to really deepen and strengthen and tend to our relationships with each other, to tend to our connections. So for me, that doesn't necessarily align with coming and like giving you a lecture. What feels most in alignment for me is to invite us all in together. So I hope that you'll be up for that. What I'd like to do, one of the things I really like to do when I work with groups is to give you a sense of kind of what's coming. So I'm going to invite us in to start with a grounding practice. And I will offer some guidance for that. And I want to also extend to you, if there's a way that you really prefer to kind of ground yourself, to find your center, to really connect, I want to invite you to do that. And I will also provide some guidance if that would be supportive for you. And then we're going to do a little exploration together. And then we'll kind of bring that around to really kind of tying our mutual threads together around spirituality. And then I want to share another practice in closing with you. And my intention in this is that it leaves sort of a vibration, a resonance with all of us that we sense into together and that we carry into the day ahead. The actions that we take, not only today, but thinking about the actions we take moving forward. Sound good? I hope. Okay, so let's begin by just arriving in the space. This has been so beautiful to have some time to get to meet some of you and this opportunity to network. And now I'd really like to invite us to kind of land, if we will, in our bodies, right? And to really kind of settle into the sensation of being held by this extraordinary earth that we are all a part of. So if it feels comfortable for you, perhaps bringing both of your feet flat to the floor so you can feel that sense of connection, all of the points of your body supported and held. And if it feels good, if it feels comfortable for you, you may wish to allow your eyes to gently close or just to drop your gaze. We take in so much with our eyes, and a way to kind of come home and come into our experience sometimes can really be facilitated by allowing our eyesight to just rest. So I'll invite you, first of all, just to notice your breath and your body. There's no need to change it, to alter it in any way. Just noticing where in your body you feel the breath move in and out. That may be at the nostrils or the gentle rise and fall of your belly. And inviting you now to allow your next inhale to deepen, drawing the breath in through the nose, feeling your belly expand. As you expand your lungs, drawing in fresh oxygen, vitality. And then exhaling through the mouth, a sense of letting go of any tension, any worry. Inviting the body to follow, to let go of any holding or tension. And again, a deep, full inhale. Perhaps sensing or visualizing, drawing in a bright light or sunshine into all of your tissues, rejuvenating them. And exhaling through the mouth. And feeling your body become a little more heavy in your seat. One more round in this way, a full deep inhale, this beautiful gift of breathing. And exhaling, releasing. Allowing your breath now to return to its natural rhythm, its natural pace. Feeling the body just breathing itself. And dropping your awareness a little bit more deeply into the body now, into the soles of the feet. Feeling the sitting bones. All of the places where your body and the earth connect. Sensing into this unwavering stability and support that's underneath you, always. Perhaps visualizing or sensing roots from your body growing deep down into the earth, spreading wide, anchoring you, holding you. And perhaps even sensing into how your roots reach and intertwine with the roots of others. Reminding you of the ways in which you are deeply held and connected. Letting the body rest into being held by the support. Noticing how the body feels. Noticing areas of ease, noticing areas that might be holding tension, that might be tight. Just acknowledging, no need to judge any experience here. Just noticing. And then as you're ready, taking a nice full deep inhale in, once again, visualizing, sensing, drawing that breath all the way down into the soles of the feet. And then as you exhale, taking your time gently to once again lift your gaze and open your eyes. Thank you. How are we feeling? Good? Good. All right, so spirituality. Oh, there's a lot there, right? Jennifer offered us such a beautiful description. Thank you for that. That's a beautiful way to kind of get us going. So I want to invite you to take a couple of moments, and you may wish to jot this down. It may be that, you just hold it here. But allow now whatever phrases, words, maybe a felt sense in the body, maybe emotions, maybe memories. What does spirituality mean to you? When you hear spirituality, what is that for you? Just take a couple of moments just to be with that. Perhaps writing it down, perhaps in some other way, finding expression of that. And as you allow whatever's arising, keep in mind it doesn't have to be a fully formed definition, right? We're not in class. There's no grades. Just simply touching into our own experience. I'm noticing as just contemplation around this is some really beautiful ways that I'm seeing that happen. I'm seeing this sort of, gazing upward, kind of drawing that in. Some note taking, some resting inward. Okay, so now I'm going to invite you, if you would, turn to the person next to you, and we'll take turns here. I can give you a little cue as to when to switch and take turns. And I'm going to invite us as we share with each other about what came up for us around spirituality. This tool of mindful listening. So often when we are in dialogue with others, we feel this sense of, oh yeah, or I want to share this, or I want to jump in. And as much as you can, just notice in your own experience, notice in your body, what you feel, what you sense as you hear your partner share with you what spirituality means to them and what came up. This is so beautiful to see how there's such rich dialogue and sharing happening around this topic, yeah? How was this for you? Yeah? Okay. Would anyone like to share out anything that came up for you around spirituality, how you experience it? Yes.
Life is the landscape, everything is material.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. What's your name, sir?
Dale.
Dale? Thank you, Dale. Yes.
Our trio all brought up connectedness.
Connectedness. Ah, love it. Love it. So let's take one or two more. Yes.
A word that came up for me personally was meaningfulness.
Meaningfulness.
So giving life a sense of meaning. And
Yeah.
Damien shared, to expand upon that, humility. It helped kind of bring it home for me. So that was really cool to
Yeah, humility as well. Beautiful. Thank you both. Yeah. One more? Who would like to share? Anyone? Yes, Emily.
Community. This is what we're doing right here.
Yes, community. Beautiful. Thank you all. So notice here in the way that we think about, the way that we understand spirituality, we all have a different, unique kind of take, a different way that we experience it. Ultimately, I like to really think about spirituality as our relationship to what is larger than us, what is beyond us individually. And when I think about that, I think about how that calls me in to really recognize deeply the deep interconnectedness of which I and all beings are part of. Yeah. So spirituality, when we think about this, we can think about it as perhaps maybe the filaments of the web that holds us together. Yeah. Or the connective tissue that supports a vast root network. We may think about it in the way that the flow and movement happens of rivers and streams into great oceans, right? As creatives, as artists, all of you hold such a valuable, important role in our culture by helping all of us to see, to hear, to understand in ways that lie deep beyond cognition, beyond our own just limited way of seeing the world. And when we sense into spirituality, perhaps that is what the creative energy is. perhaps that is where our inspiration comes from, to be able to see, to hold more fully all that is with us, all that is among us, all of which we are a part. So we each have these beautiful, individual, unique ways of being, and we are all part of this interconnected whole. And being able to sense into this over and over and over again is what will propel us in this time to take the action, the compassionate action necessary to help birth us into a new era, one that affirms life, one that sustains life on this planet for all beings. Yeah? And how do we start? You know, as I was talking with some of us before we began, I think we're all sensing into how whenever, we're in connection with the news cycle, there's always some terrible tragedy that we're, coming in contact with. And that can be really difficult for us to maintain a sense of hope, a sense of what can be done. What is this path we're on? Are we finding our way? And the sense of spirituality, the sense of feeling into, sensing into this broader web, this broader whole of which we are a part, reminds us that our experience is more than suffering. It is more than pain. It is held in a larger context of love. It is held in a larger context of hope that can be realized with action. So in these last few moments, what I'd like to offer to you is a practice that is, I feel, a really deeply sustaining practice when we are continuing to move in action in the world in service to something beyond our own immediate sense of our own interests, right? It helps us to remember that our interests are deeply interconnected with the interests of this entire world. Yeah? So it's a gratitude practice. So once again, I'm going to invite you to take a comfortable posture, and that might mean really grounding again. Yeah? And sensing in. Take a moment to breathe deeply here, settling your body again into that space, that sensation of being held by the earth. And as you're ready, allow your mind to bring forward something that's happened perhaps in the last 24 hours or recently that you feel a sense of, oh, I'm really glad that happened. Something that you feel grateful for, something that you feel appreciation for. That can be as simple as a connection with a friend. It might be seeing something in a different way. It could be the simplicity of appreciation for rain. Whatever that is, allow it to be really vivid right now in your mind. Sensing into what's in the environment of this moment that you're recalling. What colors, shapes are present. Perhaps there's scents or sounds. Noticing the qualities of this being or this event that you're sensing into appreciation for. Noticing how this feels in the body, where you feel it. Perhaps there's a warmth in the chest or a softness in the belly or in the jaw. noticing any emotions, any thoughts. And now sensing into who or what is responsible for bringing about whatever this is that you're feeling a sense of gratitude for. These may be persons or beings, both known and possibly unknown to you personally. Inviting them in to be around you now, encircling you in a field of care. And perhaps imagining now how you might extend your gratitude, your sense of appreciation, either to this being or beings, or perhaps if it's not possible to directly extend your gratitude to them, how might you carry that gratitude forward in your actions, in your way of moving through the world with others? Allowing this feeling of appreciation and gratitude to be a support for you, a reminder that you are not alone. That there is support, there is kinship. That there is beauty, that there is love. And we let that help guide us. And as you're ready, gently releasing this visual, taking in a deep breath again, returning awareness to the fullness of your body. And then as you're ready, gently lifting your gaze, opening your eyes. Thank you all for sharing practice with me this morning, for sharing yourselves with each other. How often are we in conversation with others about spirituality and what that means to us? Yeah. Deeply grateful to be with you. Thank you for your very kind attention this morning.